Next up, coming to the microphone, I want you to keep the applause rolling. Give it up for Miss Darlene. Brandon, stop.
Ooh, mental images of watching you please me. Replay on my short-term memory where you left this scar that keeps me open. And I'm hoping you feel me supernaturally so I don't interrupt this oath of celibacy that I had to choose when I left you. Because your energy is still arouses a fever in me that explodes inside my insides like that hot lava seeping from the earth's being. And I yearn for the deeper meaning, but you and me, see, we equal impossibility, because submission, it was never part of my vocabulary, but I would have to submit to you. Your essence would quickly become truth, and your roots so deep in my foundation. We produce enough juice to quench the thirst of 1,000 nations. And I'm addicted to that burning sensation you call intimacy. But never tasting you would be an eternity of insanity, leaving a void physically a mere man he could never fill. But your passion, it left memories that I replay in my short term repeatedly until satisfaction happens to burn your spirit back into my core. I miss you. Taking over my intellect as I dissect that multicolored prism you call love, but I call prison, see. I was only able to master my emotions long enough to masturbate on the thought of fornicating with your senses. Throbbing on gadgets that could never replace every imprint of your fingers that echo through my breast, singing melodies of slow jams in our chests. They are pumping each other, forming symphonies, singing every bell tone delicately in our scent. It enters up through my nostrils like incense, burning you into my cerebral cortex. Cerebellum swelling from the stimulation known as intimacy, not sex. Still vexed that my index could never replace every thrust and muscle left trying to complete that empty, absent, voided vortex of empty vibrations that pierce through the heaven, brother. I miss you. And I tried to scrub your scent off my body, but it lingers there and I still taste you every time I inhale, cause your sweat has made a home on my tongue. And your scent was left in my pubics as Zulu warriors would fear enter my thighs, conquered by your soul. For when you beckon will hold seeds birthing yous and me's and these, bearing no more shame. Your name is eternal mate, but seeing you reminds me that I'm not ready. So it is all the same to you. Can I rewind my mind and materialize you in my short-term memories? Because brother, I miss you. Peace. Any mothers in here? Mothers? I wrote a poem for my mother. So I'm going to do that poem. Because she's not here, but she's watching my son. So she is a very important, you know, participant tonight. Where would I be without you? Loving me. Mama, I am forever indebted. Because what you taught me, no one could ever put a price tag on. How to cook and clean, build my self-esteem, be a woman of integrity. Not a woman easily womanized by every Mr. 6'2", brown eyes lying to lie next to me, no. See, my mama told me every step of the way what he was going to say. But on today, I wish I would have listened to the advice that I was given, because once I gave it away, I could never get it back. See, my mama had a knack of knowing exactly what I lacked, but never throwing it up in my face. But on yesterday, they had me believing that all mamas did was sit in these front pews with these big old hats and these shiny shoes, waving when they heard the good news and saying, "Oh, just be encouraged." But then I learned the truth, and now I long to be just like you, because my mother, she taught me that I never needed to suffer unless I chose to. And even in the midst of my mess, my mama, she would comfort my emptiness, and she would never embarrass me publicly. She would lovingly let me know that she wasn't pleased with my behavior. But then later on that night, I knew my mom was going to hand down some get right, because my mama, she knew how to lay hands more than just one way. Then she made me kneel down and pray that her guidance was not in vain. See, I never realized what a living sacrifice my mama became until I saw the wear in her face that was caused by. You see, I was the one that made her beauty fade, because she believed in me. She believed in me more than I believed in myself, sacrificing everything so that I could reach my full potential, so that I might be better. And the truth is, I would have let her, but then I realized without her, I'd be nothing. Now I'm dreading the day that she would leave, that life has weakened her into believing that we are almost hopeless. Mama, I know this looks bad, like we haven't been listening, but in our darkest hours, in our weakest moments, we hear you calling and praying, nurturing and staying, holding steadfast and moved by nothing, and then dropping to your weary knees to stand in the gap for me just one more time. My mama would tell me, girl, stay on your face until you want to live, until you want to give everything you got, girl. Stay there till you see you the way God sees you, till God restores your black and blue inside. See, God restored my black and blue inside. See, God will restore your black and blue insides. Cry out in the spirit, because joy is right around the corner, so you can be living water for your daughters, the truth to your sons, so you can usher in the spirit on their behalf. And then bask in the day that you become worthy of being called mama.